fine. He'll go to he will go to the center of town, and he'll go to the closest tavern that's there.
Okay.
He'll try to find the most middle spot in the town that he can, and he'll go there. Kick the door in, kill everyone inside, then find a new one.
Oh my god.
And then this is the one he'll actually use. He'll walk in there.
No.
Well, sounds like Mac doesn't approve, Sean. Can you try something else?
Bad idea, Sean.
He'll push his way through the door, sort of do that shoulder shake to shake the drifting snow off his mantle, and he'll make his way up towards the bartender there. And
there's much like in any Western, appropriate that you're in the Western verge. There's just a dead silence that follows as you creak the doors open and the clanking of metal armor. It's sort of carrying a different canter from the Forgiven's own plate mail enters, and people look toward you, and once they look, they're just frozen. There's just eyebrows raised. Some look afraid at this armored knight statue now standing in the saloon doors. It's not exactly fancy. It's warm, but with kind of a dirty feeling interior. It's definitely a industry town. The people here look they dress just for warmth and for utility in the cold and work, and this is a place for them to imbibe and allow themselves a bit of respite.
All right, well that's my gunslinger standing in the middle of the doors, looking at everybody in the place to see if there's anyone who looks like, specifically anyone that looks like they're, I guess two types: any law people, and also anyone who looks like they're the opposite of law.
Okay. The two spectrums of law.
Not just barflies.
Yeah. You gather that the law around here, unlike many Terran areas, this is directly adjacent to a Forgiven outpost, and itself is adjacent to the Grand Cathedral, so the authorities here, unlike many places, do actually happen to be Forgiven, and you see a fair number of them in here.
Okay.
On the other side, everyone else looks a little dirty, but you take note of a corner table where they are dressed up even like to the eyes. There's, they're wearing heavy hats, which normally you wear a kind of tight beanie in this weather, and generally have themselves pretty covered up.
He will approach the bartender, and I guess I'll see what happens at that point. He'll kind of stand next to the table there.
I think the bartender will leave it in your court as you approach. If you look out of the corner of your coif, you can see him really giving you the raised eyebrow, like, what the fuck is this guy doing in here? And he says, you drink?
No, I don't, but give me a cup of your strongest.
He will say, all right, rings fair, I suppose. You got rings?
I actually do. I'm the one person who has rings in this group. Use my rings that I got like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. Finally coming in handy.
+1 to resources, so... Because that's just a normal resource.
You don't have to roll. I'll just expend it. An any will do it.
Alright. There you go. Drop them.
He'll just take them and give you a real gasoline-smelling cup of something strong.
Delicious.
In a copper mug.
he'll nod to him, obliged, and I will head over towards the table of the wrapped up folks.
Okay, he looks after you a long time as you do so, but leaves it be. You're on your way when one of the Forgiven steps in your way. One of the several in the bar. And they say,
Right.
peculiar place for one of your kind.
He'll say, I hear it's not so peculiar lately.
And he'll pause at that and then really kind of get his hackles up and start to try to box you in more as others stand from the table and say, "Oh yeah, you know something about that, do you?"
He'll set the glass that he has in his hand on a nearby table and really take his time to look back at this guy standing at like full stature. No, I was hoping someone in here might tell me a bit more.
He goes to start to try to put his arm around your shoulder and say, that don't sound right. By the way I know it, you Southerners always keep a tight hive. I think you have a little more to tell us, and what he's going to try to do is attempt to start leading you out as others stand from his table of about 3.
Alright, what do I do to resist? Physique or...
Yeah.
Right.
So, okay, he matches. So, or wait. I guess a lesser version of what you wanted since you made the attempt. You'll just sort of...
Probably just stuck on one spot.
Yeah, you'll stand your ground, but you realize he's starting to impede your view.
Mm-hmm.
You're losing track of the guys that you're tracking.
He will, at this point, pull out the paper that he was given and just kind of hold it up, which it's been, at this point, he's he doesn't have like out and open or anything like that. He'll just offer it with the seal showing. I'd assume that this would be enough to keep you at bay.
Huh. He's given pause and takes a look at it. He kind of like grabs a corner of it that's available and pulls it closer to his eye and says, "Am I seeing that right? Where'd you get this?"
I think looking at it tells you exactly where I got it.
Another one chimes in, and she says, "Yeah, question's more implying whose body you pulled for this off of. Scourge." Oof.
He'll will you give me a fate point if I punch one in the face?
Absolument.
Nice.
For my 5th aspect.
Absolument.
Right.
Got a punch. Write that down somewhere.
I'll punch the one that said that to me.
Oh.
All right, she hits the floor.
I'll flex either of my digits that I punched her with, and look to the other dude, who I assume was the one who was putting his arm around me.
Yeah, he's released his grip to draw each of them draw their swords, the 2 remaining.
Ostrich will say, I'm really not much for idle chatter, and certainly not sarcastic idle chatter. Now, get out of my way, lead me to my business, or they're gonna have to repaint this entire place.
Jesus. Wow.
The one who's machismo is challenged by you, looks at the other and says, "Fucking Scourger doesn't like sarcasm. Seeing everything today. Let's beat this guy down. Cut this guy's limbs off and we'll take him in. Leave his mouth
this guy
intact."
Oh, right.
And they're gonna move on you.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Don't bother naming them, Declan. It's not gonna matter.
Is
Griffey!
it,
Robbie! I guess we can roll. Just quickly roll initiative. Let's, it's not going to be a protracted encounter, but just so we know how things are.
That's good. Roll low so that you can start getting advantages when you defend with
Oh,
style.
God.
This Sean's
It's all part of the plan. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was such a strategy. It's true.
It's really, honestly.
Oh, wait, I got that all wrong. Yeah, so the music kicks on as they start moving in, and this one comes at you and swings the sword for your midsection.
Listen, Ostrich, you can do this non-lethally.
Oh,
I believe in you.
How would you do it non-lethally?
In a forgiven town.
I think Canera vouching for him, and then he's just gonna kill 3 people.
Well,
right
to be
away.
fair, they decided not to heed that vouch, so that's on them.
You boost. Here we go. You easily catch it just like with your hand, trapping it in your bread basket. Your turn.
I want to grab. So since I have the blade in hand, I'll sort of twist it down so I can grab the, further up the blade with my other hand and just jab the pommel into the guy's gut. That's
Okay.
using the advantage.
Okay, yeah, he hits the floor for 2 damage.
All right.
This one's gonna get back up, grab a table, and slam it over your shoulder while you're distracted.
You can't stake him with wood. That's it.
Literally rolled a -4 on it. So, success with style.
I'm imagining that exactly like a movie.
Yeah, it
The guy's
just
still standing.
crashes over you and you're not moved. This one comes up from behind, tries to jam a dagger in your gut.
Right.
All I can hope is that me and
Oh
Ostrich
my
friendship.
God!
Oh my lord!
That one actually stood a chance of getting you. Okay, back to the
Oh my
first.
lord. Oh boy.
Ostrich, I want you to just make them piss themselves and run away.
I want you to rip their skin off, just like a patch of skin.
We got full-on Barbara. This one's gonna grab you by the helmet and try to slam his knee into your face.
All right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Since it's such a limited encounter, feel free to get creative, not overly formal with combat.
God.
All right.
It's your turn.
The guy who brought his knee up to my mask, I'm gonna kind of reel back. Bell's slightly wrong, of course, because like you said, he was the guy who had a chance of actually doing damage. And I'll just grab.
No, not even the
it wasn't?
the one who stabbed you in the gut would, but you defended with a
stab,
7.
Okay.
You, as you can see here, you got a boost because you succeeded with style. He probably hurt his knee on your helmet. You were probably just as unmoved. Your head. I like to imagine you did let your head get moved, but then just and you're like not even phased.
Raises his head back up.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
He let you do that.
I will grab his neck and slam my head into his.
Okay. Okay, yeah, with this lighter... Oh, he's actually already got some damage, so that one will put him out instantly. I mean, it's your option whether you kill him or not, but I'm assuming...
I'm not trying to kill him.
Okay, yeah, then
Wow.
there's just a...
Oh, yay, we're friends.
It's just a crack, a gush, his nose is broken, and he hits the floor.
He deserves that.
The table they were at just falls onto him, and his beer crashes onto him. I better remove him from turn order now.
I love this fucking movie fight where literally all the prop items are just like destroying themselves on Ostrich, and he's like unwavering.
Everything shatters. Yeah, this one is gonna keep going. They're gonna like they have a weapon, but it like drops, so they just grab a mug of ale and try to slam the tin end into your face.
Another 7.
Yep,
Okay.
defended easily. Now this guy,
The handle comes off.
he's gonna try to jab at your gut again. He's like already got it poised, so he's trying to shiv you, but he's not been successful yet. So it's more like his repeated attempts. Yep, flawless. Another defense with style, but because I'm doing really poorly. Your turn again. Oh god.
All right.
You have a defense with style. It depends on who you attack, but you have a boost available.
I'll use it. Well, this dude that I just got a boost on, what he tried to...
He's behind you. He's actually got like an arm wrapped around your like
Flip
front. And he's trying to use that as leverage to get his sword through your armor, so you just repeatedly on your back feel a dull tung, tung, tung.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to rip the dude's sword out of his hand and Mordhau style clang him over the head with it.
Do you let it go and so it just falls on the ground with him so he can make another attempt with it in a second?
The image I'm getting is it's not like it's not classic Mordhau style where you go down onto someone's head aiming to cave their skull in, but like sideways bell ringing kind of and lets it go as it like hits him.
It collapses with him. He just hits the floor and the like sword spirals to his side. You like let him have it for another round. This one is just going to kind of stand there for a second, marveling at your invincibility, and then look around and just draw her fist back and try to punch you in the stomach.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh, this makes sense. You take 1 shift currently because it actually moves the armor. These Forgiven are strong. You remember suddenly they have an aura of enhancement, and it moves the plate and hits you in your still kind of raw side wound that the consequence you took back on the tower.
Yeah, I still have ouch my side as my consequence.
Although you're very patient because I guess we've been on the road a while. I think after today it'll go away. I was gonna move it down, then I remembered we don't move them down. I think after this it's gonna go away.
Cool.
But for now, this is your last day having the moderate.
It's probably bruised.
Yeah. Okay. This guy gets up and just the fact that you won't even look at him, he's going to really try to take advantage. He'll lift the sword high and try to slide it through a vulnerability between your collar and helmet.
Alright.
He's going to drive it down.
Oh my god.
And no problem. So, boost. Your turn. You like hold it in place. You almost move your head back to catch the sword and like keep it in a pinch.
Yeah, I'm imagining that it gets stuck on some of the serrated edges on the coif of my Karis, and
Karis,
go back around.
Finally, the word.
And I will take the guy's sword, throw it aside, like as far as I can, and then just punch the guy in the face.
Okay, see another 7. My God!
Holy shit!
Ostrich, giga.
Man.
Coming
in the
down.
attempt to knock him out.
Yeah,
And
he's
maybe a
just
few
gonna
teeth.
fly back, and his head and shoulders are gonna hit the bar, leave a dent, and then just out underneath a stool.
All right. I will turn around to this other person and just barely tilt my head.
They're going to, she's just gonna stand there, arms at sides. She looks and sees her weapon feet away from her, and then back up at you and says, "So the Saint of Storms, huh? I hear she's a toughie.
Toffee.
Hear she's a real hard ass. Is that true?"
I'll walk up to her and loom over her. Then I'll do it. The other guy that I already knocked out. I'll put my arm around her, and I'll start to escort her out towards the front door. And I'll say, "I assume you must have much more pressing duties to attend to."
Oh, yeah. Wow. Is that where the sun is already? Yep, that's watch time. I got to get on my shift. Got to tell them that the others are sick.
I'll let go at that and just walk back to my table. Yeah. I assume it just looks like a mess in there at this point.
Yeah. It's
There's
an
tables
isolated
left
mess. You
over.
didn't wreck the whole bar, and it's not like everybody started fighting. But there's a
Yeah.
fair grip of a swath you carved. The bartender is just looking wide-eyed. Not even particularly wide-eyed. They're a tired sort, but they are kind of speechless.
I'm looking for coins on this guy. Or
Sure.
rings.
Yeah, easily. You find
Alright,
him. You
I'll
find his
place-
wage.
I'll place any that he has on the table to counter the guy. Say, he's buying. And then I'll walk back over to my table and grab the drink that I set there.
Okay. Yeah, you handled it pretty smoothly, but when you turn, you notice that in the fray, that table vacated. The Forgiven annoyingly managed to distract you.
Damn it.
But he's right behind you.
Oh, so
Yeah, it smashes a bottle on your head and it does nothing.
You roll a
Have any-
7 fight again.
I have any inkling of where they went?
With a
My other 4.
wait, you just rolled 2 4s in a row.
Yeah, I was
And
looking.
5 7s.
I was looting that dude.
Oh, that's right.
And then I'm looking for.
Of course, I get distracted by how you get all the same high numbers, and I forget which one's which. You can see these saloon doors to some back room still flapping.
All right. I will go that way. Wherever that way is.
Yeah, it's yeah, this isn't the most super important map. I don't have a map drawn up for the bar. Yeah, you go southward and go through this sort of dark, dingy corner of the tavern, and you see that it goes through a storage room to outside, and you can kind of see this crack of bright white light from the snowy exterior out what appears to be the rear of this building, and it's kind of flapping a little bit in the wind. You expect this door is maybe usually closed or else it hangs open.
Okay, so I kind of get the idea they skedaddled.
Yeah.
All right. Are there like tables back here and anybody else back here?
Oh, no, not tables. It's storage. There's barrels and crates.
All right. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll just go back out the front and sort of circle my way back around.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just fucking put the glass on the guy's counter. No, I'll splash on this dude's face.
Wake up!
Empty it out and then put it on the counter and then walk out.
He's an alcoholic, so he begins to lap it up like precious life
God.
water.
No, don't.
He has a problem.
Some of that gumball.
Gotta have the gum.
Oh God, is this gumball? God damn it! I can't hate this stuff.
Like still drinking it but gagging.
Yeah, I'll go around the building to see if I see any. I guess maybe I have to roll another one for that.
Sure.
Prince. I don't know.
All right, who can stop you? You see you definitely it's snowy out, or no, there's snow on the ground always, but it's not snowy out. So tracks have not been obfuscated. You see a line hustling, and it circles around this like west side of the tavern and into the city street. You can practically clearly see the path they tread.
I'll follow it.
As you do so, you walk along and roll notice.
Right.
Do it.
That's a good one.
What?
Yeah. Wow, that is good. You turn and see this red tendril just creeping on the air really unnaturally. It's like following you behind the bar. It's coursing out almost like lightning in slow motion, but in a sickly, slithering way like a snake. It's like a vein pulsing. It just curls through the air, but inarguably toward you.
Okay. Would I know what this is inherently?
Roll lore.
Right.
It reminds you vaguely of what in the brightest shining of the blood moon's light attaches to Ludwig.
Okay.
I guess as part of your very good notice, you see that similarly, when you look up and you see the blood moon hanging in its apex, cracked and just horrendous canyons in its absolutely emaciated form, it does appear to extend up toward it. It disappears on the horizon, of course, because that's impossibly far away, but it likely holds the same threat as any other.
Okay. Would I know to do it? Should I know to defend against it in any way?
With the one lore, you're not sure what to do with this thing.
Okay. I will quickly reach on a guess and pick out Ludwig's stone from my satchel, and I'll hold that out in front of myself, and sort of brace myself for this thing that's coming towards me a little bit.
It really is unsettling in its movement. It's almost like stop motion in like accelerated motion, and it appears to magnetize toward the crystal and kind of circuit around it. But
I'm scared.
Love how
I don't know
eerie
what's
this
gonna
is.
happen. I'm scared.
It like taps at it, almost like a fish probing at something, but when it touches upon your armor, it activates more and unsettlingly starts to move a little faster up your arm.
I'm gonna try and go towards the source of it quickly.
You do. As you do, it like you have to kind of walk down its way, so behind you it starts to circle into a U and like is tailing after you. At an even clip, you're faster than it, so it's kind of pathetic, but you are being chased slothily.
Okay.
You
Like a Silent Hill monster.
it just sort of currently leaves its trail in place. It's like the Snake game snake growing bigger.
I see.
And once you do so, you see that it touched down. It like comes down from over a hill.
Hmm.
And eventually you can see it ascending into the sky.
All right. I will round this hill.
You go up the hill, and at one point it just comes straight from the sky, and so it bends up, and you just see it. It's a rope up to the blood moon above.
Huh.
All right. Seeing no one manipulating it, I will continue onward. I'm not going to wait for it. I will continue to move back, kind of double back towards the direction where I saw those dudes take off.
Okay. You continue your trail, and faithfully behind you, this grotesque growth continues to produce itself toward you.
Just wants to talk.
Your very good investigate is able to take you through the center of town, and there's plenty of looks in your direction until eventually it leads you to a corner house in town. Looks kind of shady. Looks a little run down, maybe a bit disused. And your trail that you're tracing ends here.
Okay, I will approach this ramshackle, shabby old place.
All right. The windows are boarded up. Not in an overly foreclosed house way, but it just seems like that's the only defense they could get at this time against the cold. If the windows fell out, they're boarded and have tarp over them, and the door, shaky though it is locked.
Alright, I'll give it 3 hard knocks.
Don't come in.
There's no answer. The vein grows toward you. You see it come around the corner and start tracing your trail.
Okay. I will... I already used lore. I can't fucking figure it out. I guess what can I use to tell if this thing is malevolent or not?
Does empathy count in this case?
God, I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I would allow...
What about notice, maybe? Because I could tell what... I assume I'd probably be able to know what bad possessive blood magic looks like.
I think... I would allow a new lore roll for it, but it does have to be lore because it's like what your knowledge of magic would be if you know these signatures.
All right.
If you're able, if you have that context.
I'll do that then. Oh,
Well,
nice.
all right.
Sean can't fail at anything.
My lord.
My God. It strikes you pretty firmly as... The word's not uninvasive, that's for sure, but not attacking. It does strike a lot of similarities to Ludwig, as you already know. And what else you know is that Ludwig's own properties are not hostile in any way. They're controlling.
I will move towards a more secluded, just rut of area and T-pose and let it fucking attack me.
All right. It's pretty unsettling, but once it eventually reaches you, content with you standing still, it eventually touches on your body as though blindly feeling it, and then, in a manner you probably wish would get over with already, starts creeping up around your arm and then your shoulder and back past your shoulder blade. And you can feel it crawling up your armor on your actual skin, up to the base of your skull. Until eventually, it punctures its way in the kind of disturbing way that a Novocaine needle enters your mouth. And it doesn't hurt, but you can feel a protuberance entering your body.
All right.
Your vision goes a bit fuzzy as it seems to tune in. And you feel, I don't know, Ostric's probably never been drunk, but you feel like you might know what getting sauced on blood wine is like from this, as you try to adjust and get your balance. And through a fog, you can just hear, Ostric? Ostric? Ostric!
Huh.
I will look around and then up to the blood moon itself. Lady
Yeah.
Elizabeth?
Oh, there you are. Finally.
I'll sort of probably feeling like I've just had a bunch of heroin injected. Fucking
This is great.
look at my hands and sort of clench and open them.
You
over
like
and
that
over
shit?
again.
Nice use of the word probably.
I got you on that egg, boy.
That's that good shit.
And he'll respond with, "Is this some new power you've come across?"
Yes, I've been studying. I just developed this with Parker.
Oh, boyfriend.
See.
It's not serious.
He thinks it is.
He'll still looking up at the blood moon as though he's talking to it directly. I see. What do you bid of me, my lady?
Well, first I wanted to see if it worked, and it does, so that's great. Second, you ain't been down here in a long time, and I wanted to check in on you, but I couldn't seem to have any way to track you. People have been asking around. I'm not the first by the tail of it, so I decided I was already working on this. I would expedite it to the front of matters.
I see. Ingenious as always, my lady. I've been following along with our little group here and there. My apologies for not checking in.
Yes, well, it's okay now that this is in place. I'm not sure how effective it'll be, but we do need to keep in contact. I need to know what you've been up to so far.
Of course, at your bidding.
She'll say, when you're in place for it, though, where are you? What's your situation?
I'm currently at the Western Verge, right?
Yeah.
The Western Verge, investigating some strange rumors. Hello?
Yeah?
What happened?
Huh?
What?
Someone like left
Oh.
and...
Kane.
Oh, that was Kane.
There he is.
Keep going.
Alright. I'm at the Western Verge investigating some rumors of other Southerners up here.
Other Southerners? Is the prefect with you?
Not currently.
She appears a bit alarmed at this. She says, well, where is he?
He's up by one of the new spies.
She takes a bit of a tone. She says, Ostrich, it was my order that you stay with him.
My deepest apologies, my lady. But I thought that perhaps maybe one of our lost sheep was this southerner that was lurking about.
This immediately causes her some consideration. She says, well, that is important. Do you think they're making progress without you?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Most assuredly.
Every other spy that we've encountered before gave us some amount of pause. So I expect the same with this one.
Well, as long as they're not forging anything new without you. Just, she's gonna collect herself and say, all right, I need all the information. Tell me, what have you experienced so far? And, that's
This
where...
will be the, this will be the episode where it's just a recap.
Yeah.
The whole episode.
Oh my god.
Hell,
Those
A
So
bunch
what
of
have you
flashback
experienced so far?
scenes. Ugh.
What have you accomplished so far? And it's like Canara and Moats all the way back at the terminal going east.
God, I'm picturing, I just hate recap episodes so much.
Yeah,
And
that's
she,
what I
like,
So
that's what I-
unabashed.
they give like narration over
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he's like
it's
talking about it in a
uh,
cheesy way no character even talks.
And suddenly we found ourselves.
A precocious young boy. Now he had a fire about him. Why are you talking like this?
Why can't I
Not even
move my body?
reanimated.
Are you doing this?
Is this you?
What are these images? Oh god.
Oh god!
Unbeknownst to us all, Arya came back to life. What?
How did you know that?
Yeah,
What if it's a recap? It's a recap episode, but it's completely different events, different information. It's like what? Wait, what?
Roll to see if
And
all
it's
stuff we
unfortunately, the
needed.
mage lost her life, and you guys keep going in that timeline.
Yeah,
I didn't expect that boy to have that much blood and he was impaled upon that pole.
it's all stuff we need new footage for, so it's not really a recap.
But it's filmed exactly the same, so it's like real quick cuts of old animation. So it's like, what?
No, but actually, this is where I'll briefly cut to the other group, but you can let me know how transparent you are with her, like we've done before,
completely.
of course. So I'll just upgrade my character to know every single thing now that Ostrich knows.
Yeah, filling that sheet.
But you guys come about. It's a couple days travel, even running. Ventos does come to brief periodic rests. It's not the full 8 hours you might hope for, or even necessarily 4, but you take the equivalent of micro naps. And you get within, not spitting distance, but within closer distance of the verge, that eventually you can see the skyline of the wall on the horizon. And Ventos is shaking off the latest nap and turning. And Dura, catching his breath and stretching his shoulders, says, looks like this might be your stop.
He says, Arya, is there anything more you want to talk about?
Arya, anything further at all?
Just want to let you know I am all ears.
We can't come back from this one again.
Consider this a point of no return.
Yep. The game menu shows
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. This is a point of no return.
How far are we
If you
from
wanted to collect
wall
all the
at this point?
gems.
Probably the better part of the day.
Alright. Canero will say, the Archbishop's passage will provide us safe cover.
How long will it last, this coverage?
I am uncertain.
It's best we make use of it. Dura, thank you for being forthright. You are under no obligation to do so, but you have saved us time.
He just waves a hand and says, "Best of luck," to nobody in particular about nothing in particular. It's very non-committal.
Sounds just like him.
Yeah, that's Dura through and through.
He's my best friend. So.
Up your ass.
Up your ass with a shard glass, kid.
Turn
Yeah.
over to the group and say, well, this will be it. See y'all, and I run off with them.
Take it sleazy.
I turned over a new leaf.
Yeah, okay. Plan to cut south, though.
He starts walking away, gives you a clap on the shoulder, Arya, and a firm, paternal look, and then starts disappearing into the white.
Yeah, she'll watch after him, and then turn to keep pace with the group.
Folks looks after them as well, kind of musing on his experience. And when you look, the rest of you can see Ventos like stand in place, and just like you can only barely see his silhouette through the whirling and wiling gale, but you do cleanly see the glowing eyes staring back at you through the fog before, after that brief, meaningful look that dogs give you, it just turns and its shape is gone. And the rest of the tribe follows suit, just dozens and dozens and hundreds of feet padding through the snow and disappearing into the fog.
I guess there is the matter of Falk's to resolve. So whenever he turns back to the group, I'll just kind of be standing in front of him and say, we're traveling beyond the verge to Fry's Peak.
Prefect,
Yes.
I should perhaps return to my clan if that is where your journeys take you.
It will. But we'll be back. You've earned our favor, true, but could I call on you once we've returned?
He looks around and says,
Easily. I am at your disposal. I simply do not think it wise to travel among Terrans. Not currently.
Not until a bargain's been struck. I nod.
he nods as well, and turns east. And he hands you this like something bundled up in cloth, and he says,
I am renowned for a strong nose among my clan. I will be checking in frequently. Find yourself in the north again, and you will find me.
Be ready, folks.
he nods and pulls his hood up.
Does this shit, like, visibly smell? Like, is this just unfortunate to everyone else?
Probably a bit.
Oh, man. Okay. Arya? No, I'll keep on doing it.
It's my workout sweatband.
E.
Okay.
Well, smell you later.
I guess you will. I hold the jock strap.
Certainly.
He bows deeply to you again and starts trotting off through the gale himself. And he leaves you all alone again.
He's a nice boy.
Does he say that?
No, of course
I
not.
was gonna say,
That would be
Jesus
really
Christ.
boy.
condescending. That would be really fucking weird.
Well, he was a good boy. Let's go.
Okay.
You don't see he's immediately taken down by Ventos.
Ah! It's eating me!
No, no.
You said we had a half day's travel or a better part of a day?
Better part of a day, call it over a half day's travel.
Okay. Carol say, we best keep moving. We still have over a day, most of a day's travel.
I'll be glad to be on the wall.
Arya will look to Canera and very quickly ignoring that say, "How do you know about the academy?"
Carol say, why does it concern you?
She'll say, "I lived there."
Carol say, again, why does it concern you?
I lived there!
Are you hard of hearing?
She's just gonna break from contact and just start acknowledging moats.
What's she saying?
Whatever small talk about wherever the fuck they're going next.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I mean, I'm not much of a leader, but I will continue seemingly being led by the Archbishop's path.
Everyone says, amen.
Yeah.
That's what you say when you're on the Archbishop path.
And also with you.
Canera will walk notably up front.
All right. Then we cut back on Ostra going, and that's how it happened. Wow. Sure is a crazy adventure you've been on.
That's just the beginning.
Great crazy parties.
I could have sworn, Declan, you can confirm this. Wasn't there a point in Naruto where there was two like back to back? Or am I crazy?
To what?
2 episodes of recap.
Oh, probably. Somewhere.
God.
I bet.
Ugh.
Yeah, every
Anyway.
5 episodes.
Yeah.
But she just digests that information. And she says, if this is true, then you need to make those spies more of your priority.
He'll say, if you insist, my lady.
These powers are already unlike anything we've ever seen. I mean, this hindsight you're talking about and these visions. I don't know how anyone would get those under any school of magic that exists right now. I could hardly even do it with blood binding. I want you to procure all of them. I'd do it myself, Ostrich, but I can't find any way to weasel into this mission, so you need to be my test subject. You need to acquire all of the powers you can from here.
Farewell, my lady. I'll do what I can. Though it may be difficult, given my current company.
She says, you have to utilize them. They sound like valuable resources, and especially if they are accruing all this knowledge as well. They are ins with entire other factions of Exosa's land. We need every strength we can get if we're going to depose her.
He'll posit that. He will. He'll say, when the power is bestowed upon us, it seems that others also accrue this. Would you wish for me to imbibe further, or allow for the others to take as well?
You need as much as possible. We need to keep a friendly relationship with them, but ultimately, Ostrich, all we can trust is ourselves, the family.
Of course, my lady. I'll do what I can to maintain both of these.
She gives a verbal nod and a and says,
What does the connection look like? I could generally sense you, so I eventually found you, but I have no idea what form this takes.
It appears like something that would have been attached to those old surrogates we used to use.
Oh, God. Is it in the middle of town?
Seems to be snaking that way, yeah.
The entire thing? Oh my goodness, that is completely out of sorts. I'm gonna pull away. Let the next connection be quick so that we don't have a long line.
Very well. I'll look for it next time.
And she says, do well, Ostrich. And you can feel a weird come down as the thing begins to dislodge itself from your brain.
All right.
And eventually you lose that odd anti-lucidity. And the thing retracts and just starts winding backwards in its path.
There's kids jumping over it. Yeah, I'll return to looking towards the shack after giving one last look to the blood moon at the strange thing encountered.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick this fucking door in.
All right.
Whoa.
Ooh.
What do I roll for that?
Kicking the door in?
Yeah.
Yeah, physique. Okay. I suppose you succeed with style, so a really high efficacy is whatever you want. I would say with this level, you kick it, just clean off the hinges and send it in, but you can make it as clean as you want, really.
I'm imagining it. I kick it so hard with my metal fucking sabaton, my foot just goes through a panel, and then I reach in and unhinge the door and open it.
You just open it from the inside, and aside from one loud hole, it's a pretty clean gap.
Then he rehinges it when he enters.
I'll close it behind me.
Inside, it's pretty dark in here. There are lanterns and lamps, but they're not lit. It's kind of dusky and musky.
All right. I'll go near.
Empty as far as you can tell.
I'll go near one of the lanterns. I'll bring the wick of the candle up to the crook of where my arm is with the flint, and I'll draw it across that to light it and put it back in the lantern.
All right, you get some light.
All right. I guess I'll just see what's going on.
So, the image you get is that it is lived in. You definitely find evidence of food and the disheveledness of blankets and such and clothes strewn about. Importantly, you find in a cupboard with a hidden compartment blood wine and what you know by scent to be man meat.
That's the man meat right there.
Ostrich's favorite.
Let's see.
It makes your stomach growl.
Can I tell that anyone has been in here recently?
Oh yes, the you took a while to have a chat with your lady, but trails of little droplets of water along the floor indicate melted snow from the entrance to this door under the stairwell.
All right. I will take the blood wine with me in a bottle And I will open up the door if it opens.
It does. It
Alright.
opens, handle's a little loose, and when you look inside, you just see a bloom closet.
Secret passage. Broom closet.
Go away.
Go away.
Alright.
Get out.
Oh shit. Alright. I'll leave.
Never listen.
Smart
out.
man.
You just hear wet footsteps running away.
He bought it. Go.
Do I use another investigate to check for any kind of way past this?
Yeah, you can investigate in here.
Alright.
What are you looking for?
Any kind of lever. Particularly hollow sounding wall floor.
There's you realize that one of the brooms in here is a guy turned upside down, a thin guy turned upside down. He's got a mop on the top of his head.
Oh. Oh,
You could.
that easy, huh?
You notice, yeah. You notice he's like, he can't stop giggling, and that's how you first find him.
I look around and just about every implement inside this place is a person. Even this bottle, there's a dude.
Yeah, there's a lamp in the
Maybe
corner that goes, coughs once.
There's a guy on all fours pretending to be a table.
There's just one in the corner. His eyes are wide, his eyebrows high. He's just eating chips and trying to do it quietly. He's just
And then
lifting.
he says, "I'm the toilet."
He's just lifting them slowly.
He's very slowly opening a pack of chips, thinking that's quieter.
You pan down to realize you're standing on a guy that was supposed to be in the rug.
His mouth is open like a bearskin rug.
My feet go clean into his giant beard because he thought that'd be good for being a rug. I wiggle my toes. Anyway.
So yeah, when you do that, you get exactly what you're looking for. You knock on wood, and you feel that the floor is like an openable hatch.
All right. I'll open that up if I can.
All right. You do so. You kind of have to move some of this stuff. But once you put it out in the hallway... actually... No, wait, I forgot. You realize as you start to, like, slide the thing, as you try to move them to, like, make room, that they're, like, attached on kind of a neat wire setup. And then once you test the floor with that, you see that in, like, a puppet fashion, they move to, like, splay out with the floor once it's fully closed, and when you're sliding it to the side, they all fold up in the corner.
Oh, okay.
It's very theatric.
Huh.
But so you start to slide it, realizing this, and you watch it all neatly fold up, and you can see a stairs down a path, and you can see some warm lantern light illuminating the other part of this.
All right, I'll head down cautiously.
All right.
Scooby-Doo music.
Yeah. That's a pretty suspenseful time to take a break.
Agreed.